This is the In Focus podcast from The Hindu.
Hello and welcome to the Hindu's In Focus podcast. I'm Kunal Shankar, and in this episode, I'm in conversation with A. Soundararajan, the honorary president of the recently formed Samsung India Workers Union, or SIWU, to better understand the reasons for the labor unrest at one of the South Korean manufacturing giants' flagship facilities near Chennai. The 38-day-long workers' strike at Samsung India's factory, which produces a range of products from LED TVs to 5G technology components for the domestic and global markets, is the second longest labor protest in the past 15 years at the Sriperumbudur and Oragadam manufacturing hub in Chennai's outskirts. The only strike that lasted longer was at the iconic motorbike maker Royal Enfield, also located in the same region. That strike lasted 50 days in 2018. The issues have been similar: better working conditions, honoring overtime pay, and crucially, the recognition of the workers' union. Samsung is South Korea's largest family-run business. Its consolidated revenue in the financial year 2023 was approximately a whopping $198 billion, which is more than a tenth of South Korea's $1.71 trillion GDP for that year. Located on a 22-acre campus, the Sriperumbudur facility is one of two factories that Samsung operates in India. The other one is in Noida. Operating since 2007, the Chennai factory now employs about 1,800 workers. They recently formed SIWU, that represents more than two-thirds of the workers. And this union has petitioned the Madras High Court seeking registration as well. Talking to The Hindu, SIWU's honorary president A. Soundararajan, who also heads the Tamil Nadu unit of the Centre of Indian Trade Union, says workers' discontentment has been brewing at Samsung almost right from the beginning when the facility was established. Talking to The Hindu, SIWU's honorary president A. Soundararajan, who also heads the Tamil Nadu unit of the Centre of Indian Trade Union, says workers' discontentment has been brewing at Samsung almost right from the beginning of the facility, and that the month-long strike was its manifestation. He gave me an overview of the issues and explained why the workers sought SIWU's intervention. Mr. Soundararajan spoke to me en route to SIWU's general body meeting in Kanchipuram, where the strike was eventually called off earlier this week by a unanimous show of hands. So, if you can describe from when have these issues at the Samsung establishment in Chennai been ongoing?
See, right from the inception of the company, this is going for the last 16, 17 years. When they are recruited, they have to went training or casual or in the name of temporary nature. They have to work for 2 years, 3 years. Only then they will be given permanent job. The salary will be very low. Right. And that will be decided by the management. That salary also in a different manner, one person to another person. Those who have appointed on the same day will get different salary. It starts from there, the inception of the company. And then after more than 1,000 workers are appointed on a permanent basis, then they try to get something from the management, talking informally or formally with HR managers or other managers. But they got a negative reply: go and do your work, don't ask questions, don't put demand, you will lose your job, like that. It was going on all through. Everything was as a pittance. They will throw. The workers have to catch it. Right. That is the thing. Right. The first and main demand when they come to us is that we should be treated as a human first.
Right. And when was this?
The month of June. Now. Right. What is your demand? Why you are want to form a union? First, we should be treated as humans, sir. We are not being. They are calling us A, why without even name. Then like Vada, Poda, like that. All these things, it starts from there.
Right.
The monetary part of it later. And then
So this has been, for 16 years, they have not really tried to form a union or not, approached.
yes, they are in a suppressed way. What will happen if we form union, whether we will lose the job or not. And also more than 1,000 people, 1,800 people to collect them,
Yes.
to get their opinion and make a group. It is not that easy.
Right.
But they have trying all along, it seems.
So all along in these 16 years, there have been some attempts.
And then in the month of June this year, they approached us.
Right.
This is the thing. Then we collect their demand in detail. Then we formulated a charter of demand. In that, the important thing is that the salary is low compared to even the supplier company of the Samsung.
I see. So one of the things that the management has said, their claim has been that they pay, in fact, double the salary of similar factories that are around in the area, and that the demand appears to be not quite in consonance with the facts.
They themselves issued a comparative statement. They themselves, the management themselves,
Right.
against the strike. They said that the salary level is 24,000 to 34,000.
The band.
That is the statement. Now, after the strike crossed 25 days, 30 days, they started saying that the salary level is 60,000, 50,000, like that. They started saying.
Oh, I see.
What it means is that some one or two people may got it. When they get into this factory 16 years back, they might have worked somewhere.
Yeah.
Because of their skill and requirement of the management, they have called them. They would have claimed that my service is 8 years, 10 years in this company. You also add that service also. My salary level is now this. If you give this much of salary, I will come. Those fellows' salary may be 55,000 or 60,000.
Right.
They may be senior people or other things. Otherwise, if those who put in service of 10 years, they are getting only 24,000 rupees.
The majority of those who have about 10 years of service are getting only
24,000 rupees.
So what is the least?
Even in that, 24,000, 20 to 24,000. Because
base salary.
yes.
Entry level.
Yes. That is related to service and other things. The major thing is the anomaly in the wages.
Right.
The anomaly in the wages means that those who entered in the same day, those who are working the same work in the same department will get different salary.
Right.
One will get 25,000, the other will get 30,000.
Right. And this
In
is
the name of
individual.
In the name of appraisal, in the name of performance, those who are amenable to the engineer, those who are adjustable to the engineer, like that, they will give more money than him. And also to put him in a spot, see, you won't be given increment this year because you have merged. இது சொல்லிட்டேன் பார்த்துக்கிறேன் உன்னை பார்த்துக்கிறேன் நான். So that anomaly is a big thing among the workers. Those who got more salary because of in the name of appraisal or something, they might have gone work. I think that 300, 400 that people
Out of
this 1,800. That is the thing. That is the major. And then what are available or what are mandatory under Factory Act and rules is not being carried out in that company.
Right.
If the government, if the industries department, in the Department of Health and Safety, they are sincere to their work, they should have entered into the factory, they should have issued many memos, many SOCAS notices, many things they would have done.
For instance, what are all not there?
What are canteen, restroom, even their memorandum of understanding, they are saying that more toilet will be built in the in front of the. What it mean? They have not complied with the Factory Act and factory rules. That is. Then
So which means there are insufficient number of toilets.
We will put roof in between roads, corridors. It is not there now. If there is rain, they have to trunch and go, this type of thing. Then the locker and the good lock will be provided, locker will be given. All these things are there in their thing. So,
The assurances they have given.
what it means. So, all these things are accumulated. This is the accumulated grievances and anger.
Of more than 15 years.
More than 15 years. It is too long a period, but I accept it is a too long a period that they should not have. I asked immediately in the first general body meeting, what you have done for these 16 years? There are union in Hyundai, there are union in many companies here. We are leading. What you have done for 16 years? You asked. That is okay.
So one thing you said right at the beginning is the contractual nature of the jobs. So in these 16 years, how many have been made permanent, or is there a process of being made permanent?
Now 18, 2 years they have to be in casual nature or trainee nature or something with for a lower salary. After that they will be given a probationary period. After that they will be given salary. 1800 and 156 or something. People are made permanent.
Okay.
In these years.
So these 1800, all these 1800 employees have been made permanent.
Yeah.
They are actually permanent employees.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other aspect that has been raised has been things like, for instance, the fact that buses are not air conditioned in terms of. I'm assuming this is the transport of employees from their residence to the work.
Yeah.
Has this been going on all along, and is this a new demand given that the heat has increased, or is this something that has been a grievance for long running?
It is a long demand, long pending demand because of the heat in Chennai, in this area. In many companies, big companies, they have provided AC buses, AC vans, AC cars,
Right.
but they have not provided in this big company who are earning a good profit. The workers are asking for AC buses. They won't give. Only 8 buses or 10 buses are AC. Maybe staff and supervisors may be gone in the buses. Only because of that, in the latest memorandum of understanding, they said 108 buses will be made AC in 1 year. In 1 year period, we will make buses AC. 108 buses.
Right.
That is their agreed thing in the MOU.
Yeah.
So that is also one concern of the workers, that even this facility which is available to the workers in other company is not available to us.
Something which is very basic.
Very basic else.
Right.
2 hours, 2.5 hours they are traveling. Many workers.
Right.
They are coming from Arani, they are coming from some 80 kilometers away. They are coming. They will be coming sleeping in the bus. They will go sleeping in the house. That is a horrible thing. This type of things accumulated, and
There have also been concerns raised that the number of hours that they have been asked to work are much longer, and that overtime has not been paid. Is this the case? And
yes. One thing, they were asked to work 2 hours more daily.
2 hours more than an 8-hour shift.
More than 9 hours. 8 hours shift. 8 hours is actual working. And then half an hour food and half an hour tea time, another thing. Total 9 hours. They have to be inside the factory after entering to the factory. After that 2 hours.
I see.
That means 11 hours total. On a daily basis, it is very difficult to work 11 hours continuously. No human being can do this. But they were forced. They used to say, management used to say, because there is demand, you should come.
Demand for the product.
Demand for the product is there, you should come, like that. They had been working even for many years. They had been working like this. The overtime payment, as far as concerned, I think I have to recheck, and they themselves are not sure that overtime is paid on the basis of gross salary or basic.
I see.
That is one question that we have to say. I think they will be paying only in basic pay.
Right.
That is a great loot. All these things, all this is made the workers angry.
Another issue.
This type of issues, and then leave part of it. Casual leave they are giving only 7 days. It is
In a year.
in a year. It is 10 days in standing orders.
Right.
We can get it through court itself, but all these things are there.
And I think some have also raised issues about the lack of health facilities and any emergency first aid, that sort of thing. Is that?
It is there. It was there in the MOU. Last they have said the MOU. They are putting it that healthcare system will be improved, put in place and improved. They said in that MOU. That means so far it is not has not been there or in its thing. And then the insurance amount, they are giving only 2.5 lakh. They are taking premium for 2.5 lakh. That is very, very meager.
And that goes out to the salary of the employees, or?
No, they are giving. Now we are asking for 5 lakh at least.
Right.
Like that. All these demands are there.
And the main issue appears to be the fact that they do not want a union to be formed at all.
Yes.
Understanding?
Yes. No union, what the name, should not be allowed in our factory all over the world. That is their policy. They have declared policy. No union policy.
Right. Samsung has that policy
globally. Yeah. But everywhere they are being defeated. In South Korea, Seoul, they have been formed. The management has been attacked them. But after 4 days strike, they have established their union. Now they are discussing with them. Here also it is going to happen. Already happened.
Also in other parts of the world, I think in Europe and other places, they have union.
Yes. In Noida, there is no union. In Noida, Delhi. Otherwise, everywhere it is there. In New Zealand and many areas. Now they are sacking people because of retrenching people. That is supervisor rank and staff rank. They are retrenching. Some more than 13,000 people have been retrenched, I think. Globally, in the last 5-6 months, I think it is more than 20,000. There have been retrenched people saying that less profit.
The profit margin reduced.
Reduced.
Globally. That is the reason they are saying.
Yeah. Okay. It is there in the website itself, I think.
Right.
In the paper also I have read, in Hindu or Business Line, they are retrenching people globally, but not workers. Management level.
Samsung, of course, has had a footprint in India now for nearly 20 years. And the profits declared as per the company itself is about 12 billion in India. Is there any idea of how much that is reinvested in India or how much it is remitted to the parent company?
No, so far they have not reinvested here, according to my information.
Yeah.
Now they have promised to the government some expansion will be done here. The Industries Minister said yesterday also, we are asking, they are also accepting that some expansion will be done here. That won't come. See, you accept this. Like that they asked. So, some expansion program in Chennai is there, I think.
And the government is apprehending that will not, or at least making it.
Yeah.
Sir, another issue has been the protracted nature of the talks ongoing with the government and the management over the past one month. What has been the reluctance from the government's point of view in registering the union?
The management don't want to have a union.
Right.
What the government or the concerned industries department officers or manager, somebody, what they have committed to the management, I don't know. But they supported the demand of the management that no union should be there. That is the reason for escalating this struggle so long.
Right.
If they would have given the registration, 50% of the problem would have been solved much earlier. The strike would have been come to end much earlier. Even that was not given, with an inference that government is not willing to accept anything in support of the union, in support of the CITU, like that. Not only say the government, I think, in my opinion, the government thought that it is not the issue of Samsung alone. It will spread to other companies. It will send a bad signal it will send a signal. That also might have been their concern.
Right.
All these things. So they want to suppress the movement. They want to break the movement. They were under an impression that, under hope that more workers will return to job.
Right.
If 1 week passes, if 2 weeks passes, one by one, they will start coming inside the factory.
Right.
By that way, we can minimize the strength of the thing. Only because of that, they are not allowing us to assemble anywhere.
Right.
in this part. After 2 kilometers from the factory, after 3 kilometers from the factory, we have not been allowed to assemble anywhere.
Right.
At no point of time we have assembled everybody, more than 1,000 people. Some 300, 400, with great difficulty they will reach the place what we have said.
Right.
That was the case in the last 30 days.
I see. So the tent which has largely been videographed, where employees have been assembling, is that not a permanent place? I thought that.
Yes, that was a private property.
Yeah.
But that property was encircling with the government land. Government land mein Purumbok.
Yeah.
That is waterway and some other way. Saying, using the VAO, bringing the VAO, village administrative officer and surveyor. So this is government land. You are crossing this, that. Some all sort of this type of thing they have said. Excuses, impediments, excuses they have said. So you are occupying somebody's land. They have given a letter to us. What is the letter? Give it to me.
Right.
Like that. They won't comply with that. Immediately you should vacate here. Otherwise we will arrest you.
Right.
We will pick up. After assembling, they are not picking up. Even our coming to the ground itself.
Right.
Everywhere. At one point of time, Kanjipuram town was cordoned by the police.
Right.
All the entry point was cordoned by the police. If anybody enter wearing some uniform, they will be stopped and asked whether you are Samsung. Okay, get up, board the bus. They will arrest them and they will be removed. Like that.
They were taken into custody.
Police station or marriage hall. After keeping full one day, they will release by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, like that.
Right.
All these things, throughout it was happening.
I see.
As if we are living in a police raj.
This whole month that this is.
Yeah, that was the case. Even a single inch of soil here is not, the Samsung worker can touch.
Right.
In Kanjipuram district.
So the 8th of October, when this arrest happened, that the first day of some mass arrest. It looked like some.
Yeah. Mass arrest.
How many employees were arrested?
Some 600.
600 employees were arrested. Right. So the same for a day or something.
Yeah, same day. And then they arrested Muthukumar. Then I went there to see him.
Yeah.
What happened to him? Why you have arrested? To ask. I went there. They asked me to sit here. You are also under arrest.
So they arrested you as well.
Yes, and also seized the cell phone.
Right.
And as if they are treating a rowdy, as if they are treating antisocial. That was the behavior of the police here. But the government is saying that we don't know what all these things happened. The ministers are asking.
I see.
That is the arguing point.
Ministers are feigning ignorance of the. So, in the past few days, there seems to have been some negotiations, or at least mediation assisted by the government between management and the union. Have some resolutions been reached? And
Some resolution means that our main demand is they should accept our union.
Yeah.
Recognition is a technical term. Whether they are saying it is not available in our act, in a trade union act, it is not mandatory. Okay, we are also not worried about that. We need the recognition from the workers only, not from the management. That is one thing. So no need of confusing recognition and registration. That is one point.
Right.
Second, they have not accepted we won't accept union. We won't talk to them. Especially we won't talk to any outsider. That is their. In the 5 conciliations, they repeatedly saying this and went out.
I see. Okay.
This was the case. Yesterday, after all these things, what happened is that We asked this. Ministers talked with them. This is the demand of the union, what you are saying. And now it is 37 days gone. You accepted. They said, no, we can't accept that. Then after that, then after detailed discussion, another thing. Okay, let them give their counter or their reply to our charter of demand,
Right.
which is pending before the management, and the copy was sent to the DCL office, the conciliation officer. Let them give their reaction. Let them give their reply. That reply should be filed before the conciliation officer. That means that they are the management, we are the union.
Right.
They have responded to the union's demand. That is the thing. We want that.
Right.
Even that was not done
Earlier.
earlier. You ask them to do that. Then the ministers, what happened, I don't know. They put pressure. Finally, they have accepted this. Now they have to give a written statement in reply to our charter of demand. If they say nothing is acceptable in this demand, they can say. They are free to say. Then we will ask, okay, send our demand, whether it is worth, send it to the tribunal, send it to the labor court, send it to the court. Then we will meet in the court.
Right.
Two party. If court give any award, the management has to comply with, we also have to comply.
Yeah.
That means that the union has been established there. That union has been very much there. After that, if better sense prevail on the management, they will come and, okay, why we are going to court, why we are going to conciliation, why we need third party come. Let us discuss like that. They may come. Many companies came like that.
Right.
Now, it was smooth where we are there.
Yeah.
Initially, there were the very same type of entanglement and conflict was there between the union and the management. Now everything is smooth.
Yeah. There are a lot of allegations that unionizing can hinder investments coming to Tamil Nadu, or that it may hinder production processes and output. Is there any truth to that? Or
No.
What's your view?
No truth at all. Lakh and lakh companies are working throughout the world. This is what is happening.
Yeah.
That itself is the proof.
Yeah.
Where there is a strong union is there the discipline will be there the compliance of the agreement. They will sign an agreement, come to an agreement. That agreement will be strictly followed.
Right.
Then the peace will prevail there in that company. If there is a strong union, the peace and good performance, everything will happen. If it is not there, a discontent worker, it won't produce well. The productivity itself will go down.
Will come down. Because of the discontent.
So, nowhere in the world, because of the union, no factory was closed, that is not the case.
There's no empirical data to show that.
Yes, it can't be. No management will start because of a union if they are able to get profit.
Profit is actually
capital wants only profit.
Right.
That's all. If you want to scold me, if you want to beat me, beat, but give some protection, give some profit. It will ask.
Right.
That is capital.
Right. Thank you so much, sir.
In Focus will be back soon with analysis of the biggest news issues. In the meantime, you can find our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and other platforms. Just search for In Focus by The Hindu. We'll see you soon.